Okay, so we are live. Hey guys, wait, let me start working my. Okay, there we go. Hey guys, Corey Garrison, Presidential Diamond here with Airways Global. You guys know me, I know you, and if you don't, then I just introduced myself to you. So welcome to this month, which is April. Welcome to April's Spark Call. And I have a couple topics I want to get into for this month, right? So two main topics. The first main topic is how bad do you want it, and how bad does the person next to you, above you, or beneath you want it, okay? How much are you guys a team? And the second one is going to be some expectations and some organization tips for month end, right? So let's jump into the first one real quick, right? I'm a dude, I watch sports. Hi, Addie. I'm a dude, I watch sports, right? I'm a dude, I watch, war movies and stuff like that, right? So there is a default, de facto thing that is like, you do this for the man next to you. You do this for the man behind you. You do this for the man, on the other side of you, right? So what I mean by that is no matter what you do, when you do something as a team, as a family, as a unit, as a group, your success is dependent upon the group's success and vice versa, right? They rely upon you. Everybody do their job. You'll find this particular example laid out everywhere that you go, right? So no matter if you have a 9-to-5, no matter if you work for a lawyer's office or you work for a healthcare provider or you work as a teacher, right? The work that you do, I'll use the teacher example, the work you do, your peers are directly dependent upon you executing your job so they can execute theirs, right? So here's an example. If you're a school teacher, right? And let's say, you're in, elementary, right? So, where we're at here in Maryland, it's K through 5, right? So let's say, for example, you are a first grade teacher, right? When new school year comes around, which is, I don't know, what is it, like September, right? I don't know. My little girl's 6 months tomorrow, so I had a couple of years before I got to worry about school. But when that new class comes around in the beginning of the school year, you're going to be relying upon that kindergarten teacher that got those students prepared so that you can pick up that baton and run that forward from first grade, and you'll do the same thing, passing them off to the teacher for second grade, okay? So your success that you have is in part intertwined with the success of the person to your left, to your right, and the one behind you, right? Does that make sense? Is that a good analogy? I'll give you guys another example. Football, for example, right? The quarterback's job is to run and execute the play. Quarterback can't run that play if the offensive line doesn't provide him with blocking, right? If the offensive line doesn't block, the play doesn't happen, okay? So we are interconnected and intertwined with one another, okay? So we have some people on here that are going for promotions from the beginning of that income spectrum, right? So like, people that are getting ranked distributor, people that are getting ranked executive, and you have people that are fighting to get ranked presidential and ambassador and beyond. Okay, so no matter what downline you fall on, here's a spoiler: you're all on my team. Okay, so you're all a part of this, right? So what that means is there's somebody that is relying upon you, pulling your weight, you doing what you need to do to help them and yourself and the team get to that point. Okay, there's somebody on this call right here that because they haven't done what they needed to do this month, it's created a domino effect for other people, right? So other people, maybe someone else has to work twice as hard to pick up the slack that you have left behind. And that's not fair to that person. And if you're on this call, I know that means that you care. So I know that it's not intentional. And if it is intentional, I'll give you this one pass before I put a foot in your ass. So anyway, let me bring it back. I don't want to jump out this window on y'all real quick because you won't like when I jump out this window because they don't call me Corilla the Gorilla beating on my chest for nothing. Anyway, let's get back to the program. So with that being said, what I want you guys to do is I want you to think about what your goals are, right? Think about what it is that you're looking to accomplish in the next 10 days, last 10 days of this month, in the next 30, next 45, next 6 months, right? So what are you looking to accomplish in April, in May, and throughout the rest of this year, okay? Think about that. If you want to go diamond, if you want to go ruby, if you want to go double, if you want to go presidential, whatever it is, get that number. Get that marker. Get that in your mind. Get that together, okay? Then what I need you to do is I need you to ask yourself, one question and then take one action. The question you need to ask yourself is, am I doing what I need to do? Am I carrying my weight? Okay? Am I carrying my weight? Am I being the good team player that I need to be, right? Am I being selfless? Am I being, not a benefactor, but am I being beneficial to the cause, to the group, right? And am I on pace to get where I want to go, okay? Once you ask yourself that question, and be real with yourself too. So I'm not going to ask you on this call because I don't want your BS answer, right? Because in front of public, everybody's everything, right? In public, on the internet, everybody's the most successful thing in the world. Everybody's the happiest thing in the world. Everybody's the prettiest thing in the world. But them filters don't happen in real life, okay? Like you can put that filter on in that picture, but in real life, there ain't no filters, right? In real life, we can see through your facade. In real life, when you're looking at yourself in the mirror, you're alone, those thoughts that are in your mind, they're screaming loud, okay? So the action that I want you to take is this. Reach out to your upline, okay? Reach out to your upline. And what I need you to do is, if you're ready to do this, if you're ready to push to that thing, right? Find out what their goal is, right? So let's say, for example, your goal is Ruby. Call your direct upline. Maybe their goal is Emerald. So you guys know that you now have two goals that are connected at the hip, okay? You need to hold each other accountable. You need to tell that person, look them square in the face, call them on the phone, do a Zoom with them. Don't do it in a text, but get them on the phone or do it in a Zoom or do it on a FaceTime or whatever. You need to tell that person, I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to do my job, and I expect for you to do yours. And if we do what we need to do, we'll get to where we need to go to. You need to grab the person next to you. You need to pull them with you towards success, right? You can't be two piss pods in a pot. That ain't going to get you nowhere. But if you grab that person and you say, I'm taking you here, are you going to make sure that you're accountable? Yes. I'm going to make sure I'm accountable. We're going to go there. That's what you need to do, okay? Point blank, period. If success is what you want, this is the way in which you do it, right? There is Jim Rohn's one of my favorite folks to listen to. There is in the audio that is How to Build Your Network Marketing Business, there's a moment in there where he says that it's easy to get one person to do something with you, right? That's easy. You can get your best friend, you can get your sister, brother, mother, whatever, do something with you. But if you can get two people to do something with you, you can accomplish anything that you want, okay? So for an example, when it comes to diamond, okay, if you want to go diamond, yeah, if you get one person to want to go with you, hey, maybe you'll get to ruby, right? But if you get two people, you're the diamond, right? Second person is emerald, third person is the ruby. Does that make sense to you? You get three people together, you can accomplish anything, right? How do you get to three? First, you got to get yourself on board, right? Which, as I mentioned, have that conversation with yourself in the mirror. Second, call your upline. Listen, I am holding you accountable. You have a goal you want to get to. I have a goal that I want to get to. I need to be responsible for the man next to me. You need to be responsible for the man next to you. Let's get this together, okay? Do that. So the second topic that I want to bring up this evening before we wrap up is just going to be how do I want to word this? Let's adjust it a little bit. Let's talk some mindset and let's talk some goals, right? So what your goal needs to be is that, here's the deal, right? It is April 21st, right? The work that you do now is going to dictate how good Christmas is for your kids. The work that you do now will dictate if you guys are going to have turkey on Thanksgiving or if you guys are going to have, lunch meat, turkey breast on Thanksgiving, okay? Like, this is how real it is, okay? You don't get the opportunity to take time off. You don't get the opportunity to take your foot off the pedal, right? You need to make sure that in what you're doing, you are focused at all times on your goal, right? And if you're not focused, you need to make sure that you can bring yourself back to a point to get focused. So how do you bring yourself back to a point to get focused? Coaching, right? People think that when you become successful, you no longer need coaching, right? And that's just plain out false, right? If you look at, any professional athlete, right, they are the pinnacle of success in their particular field, right? Like the last person on the bench on the NBA team can ball on your ass right now, right? Like, let's not get it twisted. You got to be special to get to that platform. They have so many coaches. There's so many coaches. They don't just, LeBron James doesn't become LeBron, win a championship, and say, hey, I don't need coaches anymore. No, he's still getting coached. So you need to make sure that you're going hard all the time. So you need to make sure that you put yourself in that vein. You need to have mentors. You need to have coaches. You need to have accountability, okay? I mentioned to you guys earlier, Jim Rohn's one of my mentors. That man is dead, okay? But those audios that he left behind, I still listen to help get me in the right mindset, right? We want to talk about coaches. I got my wife is in the other room right there. I got, other leaders on the team. I got other sideline people, other people that, aren't on the down line, but, I look up to. And I got the CEO. I got Mark. Those are my coaches. I make sure that I am tuned in and connected with those folks. I make sure that I'm following in the path that those folks are setting. Success leaves clues, right? So if you want to be successful, copy what successful people are doing, okay? And then the third thing is, well, we'll just leave it at 2. So those are those 2 things, right? So I'm sorry, allergies are attacking me at the moment, and that is just not fun. So I would not wish allergies on anybody. So anywho, that's it for this month's Spark Call. I look forward to having this conversation with you guys next. And that's all. So we out. So hang tight, and we'll conclude Power Hour.